These are only 25 cents for one. So you could just take the whole thing. Hola amigos, welcome to Casa con Migo. We are out here in front of La Superior and we are going to do maybe a short prep video. Hopefully it lends it to be short because it doesn't matter if you live in an earthquake zone or hurricane zone, tornado zone, whatever, or you're just waiting for the next apocalypse. It's always best to prep. Let's go. You have to decide for yourself whether you're going to do a bug-in situation or a bug-out situation. Bug-in means you're going to hunker down at home. Bug-out means you're going to do some survival crazy thing out in the woods. But I'm going to go ahead and make the bug-in video because I don't know anything about bug-out except run. Most important on the list is water. You'd want 1 gallon per person for 3 days. You do the math on that. And don't forget, you'll probably need paper plates. Who knows if you're going to be in an area or a situation where you're going to need to eat off of something and dishes aren't going to be readily available. So pick up some paper plates and maybe even cups. Because really, worrying about the environment at this point is not going to be that big of a deal as far as your footprint. You just want to survive. If you want to go ahead and pick up some juice boxes or Kool-Aid, or, whatever, anything that's already packaged, especially if you have little kids, because us as adults, we can eat nasty things or bland things, but children have that sweet palate and they want things that taste good. So to get them to eat in that kind of a situation where they need to eat for energy and drink, you might want to pick up something like this, maybe even these things. Probably already stocking up on toilet paper. This is the easiest thing to remember, and let me just say this, I'm not a professional, I just play one at home. I'm just looking through stuff to stock up just like you are probably at this time. So what you want to do is think about camping. What would I need for camping? And then you probably gonna get a whole lot of other things. Oh, maybe a little stove, toilet paper, utensils.
Or you could come here.
Kicked out of the store. So you want to get beans, you want to get some canned goods, you want to get dry goods like beans and rice and things that you can store for a long period of time and condiments. But don't forget, you also want to have things that get a airtight container that's dark and stays dry so your things will last longer. I can't believe we just got kicked out of the store. Next door! I had to go to a different store, and that might be the situation. Maybe you're gonna have to go to a few stores to find what you want. Okay, let's come right around here. You wanna get meats. These are great because they're already vacuum sealed, and you can have different flavors. So this is jalapeno, they've got sweet and spicy. They have albacore white tuna, lemon pepper. So you do wanna have, and even buffalo style. So you do wanna have a variety of flavors because if you have to eat the same thing for a while, it might be kind of boring. Let's not forget your pasta. This is great because it won't expire. It's a great food that's going to be a staple that you're going to need. You can also buy pasta in these things. So these packets are already ready to eat, which is great. These, so you have Spanish style rice, ready rice, jasmine. These are great because you're not going to have to divide them up like you would have to divide this up into maybe individual portions. Canned meats, although we already talked about packaged meats. So we've got soups. Oh, every college kid knows about these, whether it's the soup in a cup of noodles, ramen. You do want to stock up on these because they last for freaking ever. These are only 25 cents for one. So you could just take the whole thing. Oh, someone's coming. Yet again at a different store. Please, please, please do not forget about your pets. Your pets are so important. So it doesn't matter what dog food you get, but at least you want to get enough dog food, dry dog food, or the wet dog food for 3 or 4 months. And look, if nothing happens, at least you already have it. So that's what I think people forget about the most is their dogs and dog food. So make sure you stock up on dog food. Very important. And whatever vitamins or medications that you need for yourself or that your pets need. You also want to get powdered milk and powdered eggs. And that's great. They have this really big one here, and then they have the smaller one here. I would always go for the larger size, towards me. And you might want to buy some whey protein powder, because if you don't have meat, that way at least you can have a source of protein. The average person is supposed to have up to 2,000 calories today, so figure that out with your family. And get condiments, lots of condiments, because after a while your beans and rice or whatever you're eating, it's probably going to start tasting a little bit bland and boring. So you want to spice it up with whatever you can spice it up with. And don't forget to get sugar, honey, which never expires, and you can also use honey for antibiotic to cover wounds and help heal. Like I said, maple syrup, and that's good to sweeten things, and like lots of condiments. Don't forget, you also want to get aspirin, antibiotic cream, things like that. And you want to get things that you can barter with, like cartons of cigarettes, cheap alcohol, sanitary, feminine hygiene, those kind of things, because if it comes in a pinch, maybe people haven't thought about that, they're going to run out, but you're going to have that, so you can barter. You've got Spam, which is really good. You can make 8,000 things with Spam. I don't know any recipes, just fry it up or eat it out of here, but you might not be able to fry it up, so cut it up into small chunks. And I'm all about the garden, so make sure that you guys are growing vegetables, because it may be a time where you won't be able to have vegetables. So you can get your canned albacore, your tuna, your packaged sausages, and look at the little Vienna sausages and deviled ham. It's ready to go. You can eat it right out of the container. Get baby items. You know, you might not be able to have diapers or get to a place who has diapers, but even if you don't have kids, you might want to get some baby items just so you can barter for someone who has baby items. On the other side, you might want to go ahead and get, like I already talked about, sanitary pads, tampons, because although that might not be your thing, but at least you have those to barter, because this is an essential as well as the diapers. Also, you don't want to forget about vitamins, because even though you're going to be eating all that carby food and food that's not really nutrient rich, you're going to want to have vitamins and supplements to supplement your diet so you can stay healthy. And you can also pick that up in bulk stores so that you can barter that. Maybe we don't have vitamin C and somebody has a cold or they need that, so you could trade.